Alright then. You know the drill by now. First off, need to punch plants. All of the plants need to be punched. Let me know if the audio is about right for you, chat, because it's always a bit of a different one between games. Especially if I've been playing it with just kind of off camera with friends, because I will quite often change the audio quite dramatically from what is optimal for a stream, and then I forget. Audio sounds good to you. Excellent. Can you hear a little bit? Oh, the choppiness is probably literally uploading in. Can you hear a little bit of music in the background? Need to make myself a bedroll. Okay, Shakal Draconis. This is 7 Days to Die. When you mentioned an isometric zombie survival game, I'm assuming you're thinking Project Zomboid, which is definitely another game that I had on the list of potential games for us to play when I asked the Dapplings earlier. You can thank them, by the way, for this instead of Project Zomboid. Or blame them, depending on which way you lean. I asked the Dapplings in the secret tea room, the one at the back down the alley, under the bridge with the sound of flowing water and dripping pipes, and then that one poorly lit metal door just to the side. Yep, the best tea rooms are the super secret ones. Also, Ares is playing with his water ball. He is ridiculously cute. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. MVT joining the server. That it's going to take her a little while to download the map because this is a big map. I need these. Also want the rest of them, please. So... do I not have... oh my lord, I had exactly enough to make the stuff that they told me to make. That's uncommon. I'm not going to do any more Horizon Zero Dawn. I've completed Zero Dawn, but I'm assuming you mean Forbidden West, Lady Dreamwriter, in which case, yes. Yeah, I'm very, very keen to play some Zomboid as well. I was leaning a little bit more in favor of 7 Days Today, so I'm 7 Days Today, 7 Days to Die today. So I am happy with the choice. But it was fairly close between them. But whenever that happens, when I'm so much on the fence that I'm like, I can't actually choose because I want to play both games equally as much, which isn't always the case. But I like, when I make a shortlist for the Dapplings to vote on, like, it is my policy never to put anything on that shortlist that I actively don't want to play. Like, if it's there, it's because I want to play it enough that I can't decide which one to play. I generally think that's just a good idea as a whole, as a content creator. Don't ever play something you're not enjoying, because that's going to come through so much. And that's why for a month I didn't put up videos, because I was just miserable in and of myself, because I was constantly coughing. I felt distracted all the time by the effort it was taking to suppress coughs when I could manage it. And I was like, no, I'm not enjoying playing games right now. I'm not enjoying being at my computer right now. And it shows. Like, when I would listen back to my test recordings, it was like, no, I can't upload this. I sound miserable. How could anyone enjoy this? So, yes. For the same reason, I never play a game I'm not interested in playing. So whenever I put up shortlists for people to vote on, it's usually a case of, hey, I need a bit of help deciding because I'm kind of torn. But when the desire is as close as it was between Zomboid and 7 Days, usually the case that I'm going to play this today, and then tomorrow I'm going to play the other one, because my compulsion to play the other one isn't just magically going to go away. I want a bandana first, and then I want a bunch of bandages. Alright, let's pop that on. These can sit down there, where it's nice and safe for me. That can go into my inventory, as can that. And this can be scrapped. There we go, yeah. Alright, need to make myself a wooden club. Make that, and then I want gloves, a hood, and shoes. Pop that down there. I'm I'm now going to want to make myself... Oh, I'm going to have to get some feathers. All right. Going to have a wander and have a look for feathers. All right. I also want to get myself a knife as quickly as I can. I'm going to try and go for a knife build today, chat. I usually don't. I usually favour bows and clubs, or bows and batons, or something along those lines. But no, I'm going to go for knives today. I've been experimenting with knives, and I like having knives as a weapon, like the concept of having knives as your primary weapon, because then you don't need a knife tool, which just saves you a spot on your hotbar. And I feel that's quite useful. But I've never really given knives enough of a chance to learn how good they are. But they are very, very good. There we go. Right, want to make a knife out of you, please and thanks. And then this club can be sacrificed. Scrap. Now, I need to make a bow. And I need to make a bunch of stone arrows. I can make exactly 4. That is not enough. I need some stone. Don't mind me. Have I raised any pets aside from the adorable parrots? I mean, it depends on what you mean by raised. Like, pets that have been entirely and exclusively my responsibility, yes. Cats, gerbils, hamsters, exclusively my responsibility. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, in my, with my parents. Alright, when I moved out, I got a cat. And while I was at my parents, I had gerbils and hamsters, quite a few of them. Outside of that, they've always been like joint responsibility pets. So, like, we had dogs as a family, had goats, pigs, sheep, chickens, and I rabbits. I'd help. Oh, actually, yeah, no, another rabbit. It was my sole responsibility as well. But I've taken care of many different types of animals. Hello. But yeah, why do you ask? I need to make a frame shape. After you. Need to make a campfire. And pop. Right, there we go. Now we got to make our way to the trader. And with that, I should have had a couple of skill points. Yes, I did. Okay, first things I'm going to do. I'm going to pop 1 point in Sexual Tyrannosaurus. I'm going to pop point in Flurry of Blows. Going to pop a point in Archery. Going to pop a point in Deep Cuts. There we are. Now, do I have enough? No, I don't have enough bones to make another knife, but I will shortly try to do so. I'm going to make a new primitive bow. I'm going to scrap that one. There we go. 17 months of spreading Bezos' money, spending Bezos' money on you. I deeply appreciate it when someone other than Bezos spends Bezos' money on me. I mean, don't get me wrong. Would have no issue if Bezos wanted to spend his money on me himself. But I especially like it when someone else spends his money on me. For all sorts of reasons. How do you feel about reptiles like snakes or lizards? Asking it because one of my cats passed away recently and was missing her. Nice to hear about the other people's pets. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really include things like stick insects and slow worms, which, kind of reptile. But I'm not even sure, actually. Is a slow worm considered a reptile? It must be. I mean, it's not a worm. That's the funny thing about its name. But I didn't really include those. I've never kept snakes. I've always wanted to. I've never kept spiders. Often wanted to, but they're more nuanced and complicated than I think I have time to properly dedicate to them. I've kept fish as well as a sole responsibility sort of thing, and kept them as a joint responsibility with my parents and family. So fish, to be honest, I really enjoy fish. They're very... You can engage with them to a certain degree. But spiders, I feel engaging with them would be very limited. And quite a lot of spiders are quite solitary. And so I don't think that it would be very nice to have one as a pet, because I wouldn't be able to properly engage with it. Even with fish, you can't really, engage with them unless they're big fish, at which point they become a little bit more capable of interaction. But, even then, it's still a limited form of interaction. But they're very pretty whilst they're moving around. And, if I can give them a nice environment to live in, and I get the beauty of the aquarium out of it, I feel that's a nice exchange between me and the fish. But with a spider, it doesn't seem as much that I can really interact with it. It's not like you can take a spider out and let it run or dance across your hand or something like that. I'm not even sure that they properly perceive that. You would just care for it, and you wouldn't really want to be too active in its life, because it's, from what I understand, quite a lot of them are quite solitary and wouldn't want you to. It would make them feel... anxious for you to be engaging them too much. Oh, you have a friend that takes your spiders out all the time. What kind of spider is it? Out of curiosity. I mean, I've got friends that keep spiders, and that's what I'm forming my opinion based on. Like, I've got friends who keep a lot of them. And they've never really struck me, from their description of them, it's never really struck as a... Oh, Sheila is around. I will shoot a party invite. Never really struck as a pet that you could really properly engage with. They have personalities, and you can be aware of them. But again, they mostly want to keep to themselves. Tarantulas. Okay. I mean, certainly, again, one of my friends keeps tarantulas. And while they care for them in great detail, they don't really... the tarantula still kind of perceives them as just this giant piece of architecture that might accidentally destroy them. I don't even think on the scale that the humans are to tarantulas, the tarantula even perceives us as living things. We're more a piece of the scenery that moves precariously and ponderously across the landscape. I'll harvest that. Gotta loot this place. I see that She-Lab, though, has already made it here, so we are, thankfully, both very close together. No, not playing modded. Playing base game. I believe that is this Jen's place? It looks like Jen's place. Wow, really? Found an anvil already. Now that was nice. Luck is with us today, chat. And all sorts of other gubbins.
If you are here to buy, I've got the best selection of medicine in the wasteland.
Thank you very much, Jen. I would like to sell, actually. Pretty much everything that I've got right now is not useful to me at all, other than as money. So I'm just going to sell all of it away I know. Later on, I'm going to be like, I want so much brass. I want this, I want that. Just don't need it right now. That's the simple reality. Like, at the moment, none of this is of value to me. Even the, the cobblestone, maybe. I could have broken lots of things down, but there's just no point. Everything else I'll keep. Maybe I'll get rid of that as well.
Thanks for the business.
You're welcome.
We're open from dawn to dusk, since, you know, we don't have clocks.
Really? No sundials or anything? Okay, fair enough.
You do this for me. I will never forget you.
Okay, but I would prefer money. Go prove that you have what it takes to be a part of the White River Runners. We need you to clear out zombies in House Modern 12.
I had a good feeling about you. Good luck.
Based on absolutely nothing substantial at all, you have a good feeling. Thank you, Jen. For letting me know that your compliments mean nothing. Aha! Lady Sheilab is already building a base. Look at this industrious little builder queen at work. I think Lady Sheilab is probably off doing a quest. Hello. Look at that hair. That is very purple hair. Have I tried Darkness Falls? It really adds tons of content to the game. I haven't, but I will consider it. Okay. Chopping the trees. Okay, fair enough. I have got a quest. I will share a quest. If you would like to, you may join. Because it's about 400 meters away. Need storage space. That's true, actually. I do. You've shared your quest. Very nice. Thank you. Sure, if you throw down like a chest, I'll drop a bunch of gubbins in it. Just for an easy place for us to drop some stuff off ahead of everything else. Now, just to clear some of the settings on the server, we're playing on Nomad difficulty, which is basically you do full damage to the enemy do full damage to you. Neither get a buff. We're playing with 8 zombies per player. This isn't strictly like a multiplayer server this time. So, again, as Lady Sheilab isn't feeling the best, so sometimes she might be here, sometimes she might not be. There's no airdrops, there's no loot respawn at all. You really don't need her in this game because points of interest will regenerate whenever you... could you unlock one of the chests so I can jump stuff in it? Because the points of interest will resupply themselves effectively whenever you interact with them. So there's really no particular reason to fret. Keep a little bit of everything. Keep the eggs because I might eat them on the move. Alright, good enough. Good enough for army work. Let's get some stone arrows made. Alright, I am off for my quest. Hello, Eminette. How you doing, mate? I probably graduated for zoology, but it's because I don't think I could be a vet or vet tech. Both have to deal with emotional attachment to the pets, and I'm a bit too much of an emotional person for that. Now, that is very self-aware of you. One of my good friends is a vet tech, and she does have to deal with some of the consequences of some animals just, you know... There's nothing you can do for them but make their passing easier. And sometimes things go the wrong way. You know, you expect an animal's going to be making a really good recovery from something, and then they get an infection, and then it goes downhill really, really fast and all sorts of things. So, yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. But I think it hardens you as well. Just kind of out of necessity, almost. Come on, you. My lord. There we go. Let's just let you bleed out. My stamina to regen. That will probably have added enough bleed dots to take it out at this point. Sheelab, if you'd like to join me for the quest, just let me know. I'm about 200 meters away from my quest objective. Actually, am I tracking your quest right now? Sometimes you got to be worried about that, because when someone shares a quest with you, it can sometimes cause the quest to track. Ah, yeah. The nice thing about the dot that the knife bleed attacks can apply is it can actually stagger enemies occasionally. So they'll be going in for an attack and then they'll just get staggered because the dot just triggered. Though that usually, I've only really seen that happen when you've applied a lot of dots, and that usually comes from having a high skill in knives, so that your power attacks like stack 4 or 5 different dots at the same time. Hello. Hi, Mo. What? Oop, missed. There we go. I need to get higher level. Oh, what on earth happened there, Mo? What did you do? Did you drink that whole water out of that pool? Someone asked earlier about the what my opinions are regarding the planned changes that are coming. And this is my general feeling with any kind of games changes, especially when they're drastic. I'm waiting to see. The planned changes do make it sound like the way I'm going to play the game is going to change from the way I play it now. But I'm waiting to see how much that's the case, or if it is as much of the case as I anticipate it being. Ooh. Armor-piercing arrows. Armor isn't any good if the arrow can pierce it. Learn how to craft steel, arrows, and bolts. Why, yes. When I'll have steel to craft with, that's anybody's guess, but for now. Spear Hunter. Maintenance, take care of your spear, and it will take care of you. Spears are great 20% slower. I mean, I don't intend to get into spears, but I'll read the book. Actually, I should have checked if Sheila was going to get into spears. My bad. Killzone, thank you very much for the gift sub there, mate. That's super kind of you. Learn how to clean and maintain your bows. Bows degrade 20% slower. That is a perfect book for me, as I do like my bows. That is a hubcap and not a hubcap mine. Sheelab is apparently already here. Hello? Yes, she is. I can hear her going. Roar! I'm behind you. Are you out of stamina? She down. Okay, you hang tight. If you are out of stamina, just give me a second. I'll deal with all of these and you can bandage yourself up. Got plenty of stamina, so let's get back up and pop. There we go. You never really want to just charge in when someone's meleeing something, but at the same time, if you see them just backing up and just absorbing hits, it's like, either their weapon is broken or they're out of stamina. In either case, they're probably not able to deal with that. Do you want to use a medical bandage for that abrasion? It will rapidly, it will increase the speed the abrasion heals to 300%. There are going to be big changes, though. Yeah, I mean, the biggest change is in how water is going to work. We're moving away from being able to just gather water. The exclamation mark is over here, the quest beginning. Water is going to be a much scarcer commodity until much later when you've had the chance to build the infrastructure to gather your own water from storms. In a way, it feels like it's not going to make it any more difficult to survive than Project Zomboid, where the water shuts off after a while, and it feels like they're trying to emphasize the survival component of the game, where right now it's not particularly difficult to survive, and very quickly you reach a point of almost complete self-sustainability. And you can, like, if you want water, you just go, you just grab your 500 glass jars, pop down to the nearest river, fill all of them simultaneously, and then you're good to go for another week or two. And they want to make it a little bit more involved to get to the point where water isn't a big concern. And that will involve finding and trading for components that are only going to be available by finding or trading for them. All right, this is a clear quest, as per usual. Silent but violent. I'm not a big fan of loud and proud in this game. I tend to build my character towards that... oh, there's a zombie doggo over there. Towards that end. Now I'm going to have to get in close to be able to take a shot here. Reload. And thankfully these bows are garbage, but they're garbage in a way that gives us a chance of... There we go, got him. The arrow drop is awful on primitive bows. Let's get in there. I'm gonna gut it. Do you need a bone knife, Sheelab? I can make level 2 bone knives if you want. And I can also make level 2 bows too. Even if you're not gonna do too much with a weapon, putting a single point in it helps a lot because it gives you the ability to do a bit more damage and have a better chance of decapitations and dismemberments when you make an attack. Right, let me quickly make you a bone knife. Bone knife, primitive bow, and I will drop them both for you. There you go. No, you like, basing in a forest still won't help because you can't, like, they're effectively taking out jars as a thing that's refillable. So the only way you're going to get the material to boil water is by scavenging murky water. Otherwise, you're just going to... Oh, I am... Thank you. And again. There we go. I was backing up against that. Otherwise, all you can do is drink murky water directly from a water source like a river, which has the chance of dysentery. Cooking pot straight away. That's fantastic for us. It's an interesting change. What we can do is we can have a bit of a chat about the planned... Oh, hunting knife. Perfect. We can have a bit of a chat about the planned changes during nighttime, when normally would be just hiding from the zombies outside. That'll be a good time to actually bring up the list of changes and consider them. Now, usually I wouldn't loot as we go, but a level 1 is typically so small. You know what? That's actually a point in favour of not looting as we go. If it's a small area, then we should be able to just get through nice and fast. That definitely looks like a trap floorboard there in the middle. Gonna grab the chairs out of the way so that it makes it easier to walk around the room. And I like chairs because you can just pick them up and scrap them faster than having to destroy them in order to get past. That is a broken floorboard there as well. Watch out, Sheila. Get down, get down, get down. You good? Yeah, you get back. Take care of yourself if you need to. Down. Passed a little bit too fast, unfortunately. The thing that can happen since, I think, the last version before this one, zombies that take damage can basically have an adrenaline buff, which allows them to move quickly for a little bit. Ah, I woke him up. Come on then, you. You and me. It's bleeding hard right now. Sometimes it's just a matter of letting some time pass. She-Lab, if we can find some medicine, like pills or something, we really need to get you to have them. Because you are in a bad way now. Health-wise. Another place to put one of your early skills is the healing factor. Now, almost all skills, you can put 1 point in them to start with. Is there a way out here? Probably. So it is almost always worth popping a couple of points in stuff, even if you don't have the typical stat associated with it. I've gone out. If you just walk up over the toilet, you can get out the window, She-Lab. You can do it while crouched. There you go. So even if I wasn't going to put my skill points into fortitude, so I was never really going to be able to take more than 1 skill point in any of these. 1 point in healing factor is worth it, because that's 1 health every 90 seconds that I would have to otherwise use a bandage to get. In my opinion, the changes make sense to emphasize survival, but it would make more sense to make it so that water empties when a bottle is filled, as opposed to making jars non-existent. Water... Oh, well, yeah, no, that also would make sense, yeah. Because, but I'll be honest, it's probably, from like a developer point of view, probably a lot easier to just make jars non-existent rather than try to code in proper water mechanics. As you've seen, the water is very bizarre in this game. There is a sleeper in here. Nope. 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 Ow. Rude! She was already dead. You didn't need to do that. How crazy. She-Lab is a menace. She's just bloodthirsty. Yeah. Got a sleeper right here. Right. Let's take you out. And I'll just shoot him in the back there. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, damn. It's crawling. Hello. And again. Others woken up? No, we're good. That was a little bit messy, but didn't have a good firing solution on his arms. Ooh, a bookcase. Always check those. Paper. Not what I wanted. Yeah, the water physics in this game are super odd. They're not well defined at the moment, and so you're... Oh, wow, nice shot there, Sheila. And return to trader. Okay, we can now start looting. So I strongly suspect it is easier for them to simply say, hey, you don't get your jars back, rather than trying to code the mining. Muckman Blackstrat is basically coffee for mining. There is a pipe machine gun, though. I'm not going to be taking machine guns. She-Lab, do you want a machine gun? It's a pipe machine gun, so it's not going to be a very good one. There you go. Also, I just picked up a medical bandage, so you can use that one to patch yourself up and not worry about the fact that you're using it. There's nothing else really here that we want to grab, I don't think, so let's head back out. But yeah, I mean, that was a problem with Minecraft. They got to a point where it was like, there's just no point in trying to fix this. I'm just going to put in some sort of super sketchy half solution rather than worry about it. And it did the job. Because it used to be you could flood the entire world. And then, whilst trying to make water physics sensible, they just reached a point where it was causing endless loops of vortices, which, you know, instead of water just traveling, it would just end up in some sort of infinite loop. And it was just a massive pain. So in the end, they were like, you know what, just this is fine. It's good enough. Don't need to make it any more complicated than this. I'm just going to quickly swoop back through the house, loot everything I can, and I will see you down at the trader. Alternatively, based on time, can we fit your quest in tonight? If we can, then I'm happy to. Hi. Nope. 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 Some of them take a lot of noping. They're very insistent. Yep, that's good. I am slow. That's not good. That is a false wall. I'm going to drop a lot of random gubbins, because until much later, most of the stuff that we can get here isn't worth collecting. Because I'm not going to be able to do anything with it for a while. Still, though, I think you do get points for... Well, actually, you might not get any experience for looting places, but I'm going to just tell myself that I do. Golf pants. Yes. Or, don't know. Which one do I prefer? Okay, Fashion Souls time. This or this. I think the overalls are nice, but I think the golf pants are better. Let me find out what Sheelab said. Wolf here, okay. Behind second. I don't know if we're going to have enough time for your quest, sadly. Coming back down. Hello? That's what you get. For unsolicited attempt to sell me stuff. Couldn't you read the sign on the door? Heading towards Sheelab now. Actually, her quest might literally just be here. If I switch that quest... Yeah, her quest is actually closer than the trader. But looking at the time, I just don't know if we'll have time to clear out a whole house. That being said, I mean... Might not be another full option. Do it tomorrow, I think. Okay, I'll head to the trader then in that case. I'm so slow. Managed to get a couple of jars of water, though. Alright, it's great to catch a stream for the first time. My immune system is trash, and Aavak, while sick, is a great way to feel less bad. I feel so bad. I wasn't around while I was sick. I need to buff up my immune system so I don't leave people behind. Getting back to the trader is taking me a long time. Why am I carrying so much junk when I'm struggling to walk? Should have asked myself that before. Also, Let's move some of these things down here. It'll reduce my slowdown penalty. Do I watch my own videos while I'm sick? No, I do not. I generally don't watch my own videos. Can of chili. Om nom nom. Hello, yonder scallywag. No, no, no. If you didn't want to be stabbed in the face, you shouldn't have been a zombie. That was your choice. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Hello. I accept. I very much accept, my lord. Wow. Okay, I could just use that steroids right now, but it seems silly considering I'm only 100 meters away. I'm not going to get into the traders today, but that's fine. At least I don't think I will.
Just to let you folks know that Trader Joel's will be closing soon.
It's impressive considering this isn't Trader Joel's, but okay. I do wonder when they're going to change that. Hello. You can just die there for now. Now, one of the other... I think this happens. It's kind of very anecdotal evidence, and I've not properly watched to see if this is the case. But I do believe that the dot can also give them the adrenaline rush. So randomly they'll be moving slowly, then they'll just suddenly speed up because they got a tick of bleed. You coming over?
Trader Joel's is now closed.
I'm almost at the base. There is a tourist just outside G-Lab. And it knows I'm here. Go in for the head. Go for it. Nice teamwork. That could have been rough. Plunk. There is a bear. There is a bear and there are crawler zombies heading your way, Sheila. The bear isn't heading your way, but I don't know if the crawler has spotted you yet. We absolutely need to get to the point that we're indoors and the enemy can't see us. Am I good to start adding frames? You have definitely got a crawler right next to you. Right. This is now a box. Almost. I need 4 more. Okay, crawler is knocking at the door. Taking it out. Sheila is playing with fire right now. Fiery fire. Just drop everything off I don't need. That will do. I've got some pure mineral water. Nice. Do I have any stones in here? I do not. Yes. We do. Let's make ourselves a little campfire.